Hi everyone and welcome back. I have a Master Lock DG. There's the D and the G. It's I believe it's a US military issue. I'm not sure what they use it for. The US indicating such, and the set, I believe the set indicates that this lock was part of a set, either master keyed or keyed alike. I think master keyed is probably more likely, but maybe keyed alike? I'm not sure. This particular one, I have two of them. This one in my right hand picks just fine. Had no issues with it when I first got these. This one I couldn't pick. Nothing would bind. Even tried every tensioning trick I could think of, and I couldn't get anything to bind. And then I just decided, well, I want to gut one of them to get picks for the LPU belt app website, and since I can't pick this one, I might as well gut it. So when I did gut it, then I saw inside in the cylinder, I found the reason why I couldn't pick it or why nothing was binding. And the reason was because there's a driver in there that's I don't know if it's a bump stop. I think some of these are available as a bump stop model, and I don't know if this is one of them, but there is a driver in position 5 it appears to be steel. I don't know, we can check it with a magnet. I haven't done that yet, but it's kind of like a T-pin, but the ends are sort of dovetail shaped. Anyway, the dovetail part extends down into the plug, but the rest of the driver doesn't. So it sits up really high, and the key pin is so small that I never felt it. And I guess I assumed it was a 4-pinner with a 5-pin key. And it wasn't until I gutted it that I saw that driver sitting there, and sure enough, there was a 5th key pin. But once you set that 5th driver, then everything else will bind. So anyway, enough talking. Let's get this tension, and then we'll pick it, hopefully, and then we'll gut it, and I'll show you what I'm yakking on about. So 1 is springy, 2 springy, 3 is springy, 4 springy. Now if we can find 5, it's very, very small. Is that it? That might be it. There, I think I got it. Feels springy. 4 springy, 3 springy. Everything is still springy. Did I miss it? Or did I overset it? There, I think I just reset it. There, I think that was it. Nope, nothing else is binding. Oh, I know what was happening. The tensioner was catching on that nut. Okay, now 4 is binding. There we go. 3 was binding. Got a click out of it. 2 is springy. 1. Did I get 1 there? Four, 3, or was that 2, 3? Is that 4? And the plug flops around a lot in there. You can see how much movement there is with the plug. It really dampens feedback. Is that pin 1 that I'm on? Holy smokes. Let's reset that. See if I can get this. Four, 3, no, that's not binding. Okay, I don't think I've got 5 set. Is that it? Nope. 5 is a real pain in the ass, and it's super easy to overset too. Feels springy, but nothing's binding. How about now? Okay, 4 is binding. 3 is binding. Got it. 2 is binding. Got it. 1 is binding. There, finally. I got it. All right. I don't think I showed the key working. Let's lock that back up again. There's the key working. Oh, maybe I did. I probably did. All right. Let's get. How are we gonna do this? I don't know what we'll do. I should have left it picked. That's okay. Let's get this off. I don't have to deal with the tag anymore. Where's my wrench? Or pliers, rather. Those. There. And the last one. Okay. Now, what are we gonna do? Just gonna pull this whole thing out, and the plug will come, or the core will come with it. And then we'll deal with that in a second. I'm just gonna set this off to the side. If you're curious what's inside there, you can go to the LPU Belt app website and look for the Master Lock DG. There are pictures showing all of the pieces, like a fully exploded view. Okay, so in the back of the cylinder, these are typically crimped. You can see there's a crimp there, and there's a crimp on this side too. But if you file down this crimp and leave this one in place, This one will hold the plug in place, and filing this down will allow you to do this. And if you turn the bottom of the keyway toward that intact crimp, then you can slide the plug through and use it as a follower. Turn that into place there. Now your key pins are going to be up here. You can see that first one peeking out there. So keep that in mind when you're sliding the plug out. Oh, that went a little too fast. Okay, well, here's driver 5. Come on. I'm about to drop it. And you can see what I'm talking about there, the dovetailed ends. Now the mid section is wider, and it's so wide that it won't fit into the key pin chambers. Driver 4 is a standard. There's a master. Oh, don't go down that slot. There's a master wafer in 3. It was on top of a standard driver. 2 is a standard. And so is 1. There. You can see the key pins. Now there is a master wafer in position 2. If I can get it there. There's a tiny little master wafer. Now we'll dump the key pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's the plug. Not much going on there. No milling or anything. There's no beveling on the key pin chambers either. There's the rest of it. There's that back portion. And the front. The springs are all the same. So let's dump them out. There's 2 of them. There's 2 more. Where's that last one? There it is. Now these locks, this core is common with the DG, the number 3, I think the number 5, probably the 7 too. The plug isn't too bad. But these are like cast zinc or something, and they're coated with copper, I guess. And the build quality of these is not that great. So you can see, if I shine a light, it's pretty rough on the inside. The spacing is consistent though. I just did a video for the number 3 that I have. It was earlier today or yesterday, and the spacing in the Bibles between the Bible chambers is really inconsistent in that one. Anyway, that's, I think, part of the reason why these locks are so problematic as a beginner, is that they're just so inconsistently made. You never know what you're gonna get. Anyway, let's get these pins placed out, and we'll have a look at them, and then I'll show you what I was talking about with that driver. So there's the insides, 2 master wafers, standard drivers except for that last one. And that last one is, which way did I take it out? Can't remember. can see those ends. And let's have a look at the plug. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but that's as far in as that pin will go. Like, it won't go any further in. And because of that, this tiny little key pin, which is almost completely hidden by the tweezers, just kind of floats around in there, and I couldn't feel it. Like, that's how much space is between the key pin and the top of the plug. There's a ton of room in there. Anyway, I don't know if others are like that, and I imagine it's bitting dependent. And I don't know if that particular driver is always in position 5. I'm not sure. I haven't taken this one apart. I kind of want to. I might. We'll see. Anyway, that's the extent of it. That's all I've got for you. The Master Lock DG, picked and gutted. Thanks very much for watching. I appreciate. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about the plug and the Keyway. So I was using this. It's a multi-pick F05. It's kind of a deep hook profile, and it's 0.5 mil. So it's thin enough. It can get around that warding and get up to the high lifts fairly easily. Anything thicker, and I don't know. Here, this is a 23 thousandths, and it rubs quite a bit, but I think it would be doable. So for a beginner who may not have 0.5 mil or 19 thousandths thick hooks, you can probably still do it. Yeah, it really rubs a lot. And right about there, it hits the other sidewall of the Keyway and kind of gets jammed up. But I guess, I don't know, if you've got pins that high, you might be able to kind of use the bottom warding if you've got other pins set. I don't know. It's been a while since. I don't typically use 23 thousandths hooks anymore. I think I pretty much use 5.5 mil for everything. Yeah, that's all I wanted to go over. Just as I said that, tensioning is pretty straightforward. Top Keyway. You can probably get away with bottom of Keyway too, but the way this thing flops around inside the lock body, I think that if you were using bottom of the Keyway, it would probably contact this plate and either give you really confusing feedback or hang up the core. Yeah. Anyway, that's definitely all I've got for you. Thanks very much for watching. I appreciate it. Master Lock DG, picked and gutted. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.